Honorable Chair, Mr. and Madam Speakers and members of the House. Today, as the leader of the opposition, I respectfully stand to disagree with the Prime Minister. After listening carefully to their speech, I believe their view of validation culture is too narrow, too extreme, and doesn't fully reflect how people actually use social media in everyday life. Let me begin by responding directly to the main idea presented by the Prime Ministers. First, the Prime Minister argues that validation culture damages self-esteem and makes people insecure. And, ladies and gentlemen, I understand where this concern comes from. It is true that some individuals might feel pressure when they compare themselves online. However, this doesn't automatically mean that the entire culture is harmful. Let me be very clear. The issue is not validation itself, but how people manage it. Humans compare themselves long before social media existed. At school, in families, in workplace. So, it is misleading to say that validation culture creates insecurity. In many cases, validation actually builds confidence. When young people share their artwork, school achievements, or hobbies and receive supportive comments, they feel proud and encouraged. It helps them grow instead of breaking their self-esteem. Think about students who post their drawings or their first attempt at baking a cake. When friends say things like, "Great job," or "This looks amazing," their confidence increases. These everyday examples show that validation doesn't always create insecurity. In fact, it often does the opposite. For that reason, the Prime Minister's claim doesn't hold as strongly as they say. Secondly, the Prime Minister claims that validation culture weakens real-life relationships. Again, this idea may sound reasonable at first, but it doesn't reflect the full picture. Yes, sometimes people take photos for too long or check their phones too often. But these are individual habits, not the result of validation culture itself. In reality, validation often helps relationships grow. People stay connected with friends and family even when they live far apart. A simple like or a short comment such as "I miss you" or "I'm proud of you" can make someone feel appreciated and emotionally supported. Many families, especially those separated by distance, use social media to stay close. Many friendships survive because they can communicate online during busy schedules. So, instead of weakening relationships, validation can make them stronger by giving people a simple way to show care and presence. This directly challenges the Prime Minister's interpretation. Now that I have responded to the government side, allow me to present two reasons why validation culture should not be regretted. Firstly, validation encourages creativity and opens opportunities. When people receive positive feedback for something they create, whatever it is a drawing, a song, a makeup look, or a small project, they feel motivated to keep going. This is especially true for young users who rely on encouragement to build confidence in their abilities. Social media allows ordinary people, not just celebrities, to share their talents. Many individuals today start small, receive positive responses, and eventually develop their skills or even start a small business. Without validation, many people would never dare to share their work in the first place. This shows that validation culture plays an important role in supporting creativity and giving equal opportunities to people who may not have access to traditional platforms. Secondly, validation strengthens emotional support. Humans naturally seek encouragement. When someone posts about having a difficult day and their friendships respond with comments like "Stay strong" or "I'm here for you," this creates a sense of comfort. Even small interactions, a heart reaction, a short message, a supportive comment, can help people feel less alone. This emotional connection is especially important for individuals who may not have strong support systems in real life. In this way, validation culture is not just about members or popularity. It is about connection, empathy, and emotional presence. Ladies and gentlemen, the key point here is that validation culture is not a one-sided negative force. The government focuses only on extreme scenarios, but most people use social media in balanced and meaningful ways. They gain motivation, confidence, connection. The harms presented by the Prime Minister are not universal, not dominant, and not strong enough for society to regret the entire culture. Therefore, we on the opposition firmly maintain that validation culture also brings real and important benefits. It encourages creativity, offers emotional support, and keeps people connected in ways that were not possible before. For these reasons, I promptly reject the motion. Thank you.